stronger and more resilient. Hello everyone. The whole world is talking about the COVID-19 pandemic. This unfortunately is the favorite subject of discussion, from tea parties to gala dinners. When it all began in March 2020, I was actually quite glad to break away from the monotony of school and stay at home. But then it all began. The countless deaths, the suffering and the poverty that spread. It all happened within a course of a few months. Nothing is the same anymore. In my small little world, I observed closely the people who matter to me the most. Take for instance my sister. She freaked out every time there was a snippet of information about COVID which usually contradicted a million other messages. She set her own rules. For instance, wash your hands every time you mutter the word corona. She emptied bottles of sanitizer over food, footwear and clothing. And as if this was not enough, my mother marked a quarantine center right in the middle of our house. At one point, she might have insisted to place me there. There was really no end to all these crazy theories about how to beat the virus. In contrast, I was quite fascinated by the cool manner in which my grandparents took to this whole problem. Maybe partly due to the fact that they didn't have access to social media. Of course, there were anxious moments when the second wave hit, but it amazed me how the street vendors, housemates, and even neighbors went out of the way to help them. For the first time, my family members and I huddled together in the comfort of our home and spent quality time. From movie nights to leisurely dinners, Netflix was our new go-to destination. People were getting more and more creative with internet jokes and TikTok videos. Anybody who was found coughing or sneezing was looked down upon as a criminal. But the fun part was the predictions around the end of the pandemic. While analysts spoke of a few weeks to a few months, some astrologers were convinced that the end was near. Thankfully, common sense prevailed, and today we have accepted this as our new normal. But the real heroes were the frontline workers, who risked everything to serve others. For the first time, I witnessed the whole world coming together, cutting across boundaries to share information and resources. It is apparent that the world is more interconnected than ever before. Countries rush to help societies in need, knowing fully well that if they don't support each other, the problem would be extended to the doorstep. Governments work hand in hand with several volunteer groups, who were common people like you and me. In the end, there was only one thing that kept the whole world moving: hope. Hope that the pandemic would end, hope that the cases would miraculously drop in number, and hope that a new antidote vaccine would be developed. Waiting after waiting kept coming, each time with a new fancy name. But in spite of these onslaughts, one thing was remarkable: the resilience of mankind. The dominant spirit of the human race triumphed in the face of adversity. This pandemic has brought massive changes into our lives. We have all faced setbacks in one way or the other. But resilience and hope kept our spirit alive, while mankind on this planet worked together as one to defeat this virus. Thank you.